Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Warism. I have some pretty cool things planned for today's episode. It's gonna be a blast, man. It's literally going to be a blast. Anyway guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Warism. This is a modded war survival series where we are preparing for battle against the enemies. We're trying to sort of build a base here today. So last time we spent pretty much the entire episode working on these tunnels. I want to get a little bit more work done on the tunnels today. I think it'll be a good goal if we sort of try to work on the tunnels every episode, at least a little bit, because that's honestly going to be the hardest thing in this whole project, is going to be finishing out these crazy looking tunnels. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. But I have a few new ideas for that, and then I think we're going to go ahead and get started on sort of building a little bit of a battlefield, because I want to build an area where essentially we can have a battle, you know, because currently at the moment, the final battle is obviously going to be in the tunnels and in our main bases, and we're going to be attacking each other, but it's always fun to have, you know, miniature battles leading up to that final battle. So today we're going to try to sort of build like a little scrimmage area that we can have miniature battles on, and just gunfights and maybe 1v1s and stuff like that. And ultimately, just trying to add in some more war into the Warism. But right now, I wanted to do some more work on the tunnels and adding some more traps. So in case you guys missed last episode, what we ended up doing was we built a secret door right here. So that's actually not a stone block. That is a iron secret door. That's a secret iron trap door over there. And the only way to open it, what we set up was, there's a zombie somewhere over here, but this button right here is actually a stone button. I don't think I did it right. Okay, so what you have to do is push the stone button, and then once you push it, you run up here, you go over, and then just as you're approaching, the door opens, you enter, and it closes just behind you, like that. That was flawless. That was perfect. So back here, this is sort of going to be the secret area that only we know about, and only our team has access to, which is pretty cool. And then over here, in case you guys missed this, this isn't actually a real, these look like glass blocks on this side, but on this side, ho ho ho, it's one-way glass, which is pretty cool. But I wanted to take this one-way glass door here, and I wanted to sort of expand upon it, because currently we're going to have a lot of, you know, a lot of secret pathways coming out of here on the sides. However, we don't have a whole lot going on with the ceiling or the floors. So we're going to change that today, hopefully, a little bit, little by little. We'll keep adding in a little more. But I thought it would be a fun idea if we did something like this, and we sort of made, oh, this is going perfectly. Oh, it's perfect. But we're going to make the floors actually one-way glass. I think that'll look pretty cool. And then we'll have this connect up to a whole nother tunnel system, so that way we'll start working in the vertical direction this time. Because right now we're sort of just doing, you know, we're not really going up or down at all. We're just staying on the same level, so we're going to try to change that. Okay, so let's see what this one-way glass looks like from the bottom. So over here, I'm thinking we're going to have a secret tunnel coming out. Now keep in mind, the ultimate idea with these tunnels is to allow the enemy to find them, but we're going to really try to keep these tunnels secretive and sort of, well, they're going to be able to find them, but they're not going to be able to figure out how to navigate them. And to add to the confusion, we're going to add a whole bunch of side tunnels coming out just like this and just like that. And then another one over here. Look at that. Yeah. So they're going to be all over the place. All these little cute. They want to join the episode. You guys want to tag along with me? Come on, little slimies. But we're going to have a whole bunch of just pathways coming out in all sorts of directions. Like we'll have one here, maybe, why not? And some of them will actually lead to places, and some of them will just lead to absolutely nothing. You know, it's completely random. You never know where you're gonna go, which is a correct pathway or what. And then we'll have them like turn over here. So that way, if you're a bad guy and you're looking where our secret weapons are placed in this tunnel system, well, you might see this. You might go down here, and then you turn up, it's a dead end, absolutely nothing. And then we'll have another one over here, which will be another dead end. And then we'll have one over here, which actually leads to something, but you're not gonna know that. You're not gonna know how to activate it. Sort of like that, that's the idea behind it. But here's the one-way glass from the outside. Look at this. Completely hidden. Oh, that's dirty. And then maybe over here, we can add like 1, 2. A little more. Yeah, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do 6 one-way glasses up here. And I think that'll look pretty cool, especially from beneath. It'll sort of be like a skylight for the room beneath. And then we do have to figure out where we're gonna keep the chest. Anyway, I think we've worked on the tunnels long enough. I've been doing so much work on these tunnels. Oh, I hear them slimes. They're still wanting to join in the episode, man. I really wish, we'll chop them up. Oh, we got a big boy. Here we go. Katana man coming out of nowhere. Jeez, I'm chopping him. Oh, there we go. Awesome. This katana does so much damage, it's ridiculous. But anyway, let's go ahead. And the first step to building an arena, I hear him still. Where are you? Here you are, you little booger. But the first step to building, oh my gosh, look at that. The first step to building an arena is going to be a location. And I'm thinking for this first guy, I really want to do World War I style. So that means trenches and a bunch of tanks and just all this awesomeness. Oh my goodness, Wally. If you were going to constantly be making that sound, I don't know if I can possibly keep you around much longer. But I am really thinking, I'm really going to push for a World War II trench warfare, very muddy and sort of a gruesome battle between, as sort of a scrimmage map. So we're going to go ahead, give ourselves a new bag of holding. Or no, this is actually our blocks bag. I like to organize my bags a little bit. So we got resources, machines, flans, mod guns, blocks. And now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to call this one maybe our trench bag, like for all the mud blocks and sort of building the trench game. Essentially, it's going to be a very destroyed area. We're going to want to build no man's land, which is going to be the area in between the two different tanks. And then in between the two different trenches, sorry, that's going to be no man's land. And that's pretty much, there's going to be craters everywhere, destruction, there's going to be dirt. Unfortunately, we don't have coarse dirt in this mod pack. That's a part of 1.9 or 1.8, I think. And this is Minecraft 1.7. We do have this dry dirt to play with. I did get a whole bunch of mud. That's probably going to be located in the trenches is where the mud's going to go. And then I'm going to have to find something to represent. Is there barbed wire in this? Okay, so I'm not seeing any barbed wire, but with the chisel mod, we can definitely chisel these iron bars and make some cool metal spikes and all these different stuff. And I'm pretty sure there are actually spikes in this mod pack as well. Yeah, look at this. Okay, that's cool. Chisel 2 actually adds iron spikes. I'm curious now, do those actually do damage? Uh-oh. Unfortunately, yeah, they look just the same as normal. Uh-oh. Oh no, they look a little bit different. Yeah, they look a little bit different. I don't think they do any damage though, but we can still use them for cover, I guess. It's not ideal. Let's go ahead, see if there's anything else that'll look nice as sort of barbed wire. Here's some metal fencing. Oh, that looks nice. Yes, wait, that looks almost exactly like barbed wire. Yes, I'm really liking the look of these. We'll have them all over the place, maybe spread around. When they connect up, they obviously don't look as nice, but we could, if we wanted to, connect up a whole bunch and maybe make like sort of an iron gate that goes around the place. Or like an iron fence. That could be the outside, like the boundaries of the map. That could honestly look pretty good. Alright, anyway, I think we have a pretty good understanding. I think I'm going to, do we have a whole bunch of dirt? We don't have a whole lot of, whoa, crumbling dirt. Okay, wait, hold up. We need to start chiseling some dirt to see what we have to work with here. Okay, so there's a whole lot of dirt. I'm not too crazy. There's cobbled dirt. What in the world is cobbled dirt? We really want dirt that just looks worn. Happy dirt? What is going on right now? Wait, are there smiley faces in the dirt? Okay, vertical dirt, dirt layers, crumbling dirt. Let's get some crumbling dirt, and then let's just get some normal dirt, and let's see how this looks if we were to build sort of a trench. I don't actually believe I showed you guys this area previously, but we had sort of a group effort here to somewhat build a map. I was thinking an area where we could have, tank battles or something like that. And we did end up having a number of battles here. Unfortunately, they weren't really organized or, planned well, so I didn't include them in any of the episodes. They were sort of just chaotic, random shooting, but they still were fun. And to be honest, this map it's still here. It's very damaged. There's a whole lot of explosions, especially over here. Look at this, like what is going on here? But it's still usable. We could, bring it back from the dead. And honestly, I think we should do that definitely sometime, because there are bridges here that we made to sort of connect up the different islands. And this looks like a pretty fun tank map. Like imagine you're all the way over here, your enemy's over there, you're shooting at them, and then you're driving across the bridge. They blow up the bridge underneath you and you fall into the ocean. That's a pretty fun map. But we just have a basic outline here. We went in, cleared all the trees, built some fun bridges, and that's pretty much as far as this project got. But definitely sometime it would be fun to revisit this. I was thinking about this forest, but after looking at all these hills, and honestly it's just the color, it's too green and sort of too happy. But if we come over here, this looks so much better. I'm honestly really feeling this. I wasn't gonna pick this area because of the trees, but you know what? I'm thinking about just leaving the trees in this biome. Like this could be a perfect map. Maybe we don't even want trench warfare anymore. Maybe we just want a whole bunch of jungles. Or you know what? We're doing the trench design. All right, guys, so I've been doing some work here with some trenches. I sort of cleared out a nice little area, started digging some trenches just to see, what it would sort of look like, and just a basic outline of how the map's going to come together here. Anyway, I do have to say I am sort of liking this biome that we've chosen to build here. I'm not crazy about the trees. There are a lot of trees here. But the color of the dirt and just the way it's looking all swampy and muddy and nasty and gross, that part I am really liking. I think that's going to fit in great with the trenches. So anyway, what I went ahead and did was I pretty much shaved all the tops of the trees. And I'm trying to think, this is supposed to be trench warfare in like the little no man's land in between the different trenches. That area is going to be pretty much destroyed. All the trees are going to be, I pretty much went around and just caught them all on fire. And that sort of makes it a lot easier to play. I'm not too crazy about all of this shrubbery that we have here on the bottom of the map. All of these little bushes around everything. It's really making it a mess, but I don't want to get rid of all of the shrubbery because that sort of, makes it sort of a jungle and swampy and all nasty and that. So probably a lot of the trees here at the bottom we are going to get rid of, but I do want to keep at least some of the trees. So I am liking the idea behind shaving the trees and just making them stumps. I do want to keep the stumps, so I was debating whether just chopping down all the trees and making it a completely bare, sort of desert swampland. That might look kind of cool, but honestly the trees add a lot of character and they also provide a lot of cover. So just during battles and stuff, when you're trying to get to a trench, say the enemy has this trench right here, and then your team has this trench right here, and you're trying to get over there, try to attack them or something. For most of the time, it's just going to be you in your trench and them in their trench, and you're just shooting at each other, trying to get a couple picks, a couple kills here and there. Maybe you could even drive a tank over top of these trenches and sort of make a play. But eventually you're going to want to push up, and these trees really allow you guys to do that. This is also in the no man's land here, where we're going to add a bunch of these little barbed wire sort of ideas. So something like this, here and there, and that way that just provides more cover and maybe slows some people down. We also want to add, I'm not too sure if I really wish there was actual barbed wire, so that way the no man's land would sort of slow you down and would delay a push a little bit. I don't know, we'll definitely add more character to the map and ideas like that as we progress, but for now, we're just gonna have some of the trees here. I'm not too crazy about this shrubbery. I am debating whether to get rid of it or not. It's just, like this over here, it's too much in the way. You can't even really see over it, but it does still add a lot of character to the map, makes it look really nice. But allow me to briefly show you guys my plan behind the map and the design. So back here is 2 rows of trenches right here. They're not dug in very deep yet. We are also going to try to add, we're definitely going to add a whole lot of mud inside of these trenches and, different dirt, make them look really dirty and nasty. And then we can even add tunnels, connecting the trenches up. So like we could add a tunnel right over here and then it'll connect up over to this other trench. I don't know, just sort of ideas like that. Because these trenches you should be able to walk in between them. And then we can even add a bunker back here. Anyway, this is one team spawn. They're going to spawn at these 2 trenches. And they're going to be able to, as soon as the game starts, run up here and take these next 2 trenches over here. And then this is where the real battle is going to embark. It's going to happen right here inside of this no man's land, because I'm planning for the other team. They're going to spawn over in this direction. I'm going to make 2 more trenches over there. They're going to be able to easily walk up, take these 2 trenches, and then we're going to have our major battle right here in the middle. So it is trench warfare, and essentially the name of the game is going to be to try to defend your trench from, enemy attacks, and then also trying to go up and sort of attack their trenches and push them all the way back into their spawn. That's the idea behind it anyway. I'm honestly not too sure how it's going to play out in terms of Minecraft. I also haven't decided if this is going to be, just a battle where you're just on your feet and you just got a bunch of soldiers, or if it's going to be a tank battle. I think tanks would definitely be a lot of fun. Maybe we could clear out a pathway down the middle here, so you could only drive tanks down the middle. That might open up some ideas and stuff like that. But yeah, all we have left to do now is pretty much, I do have to dig out the trenches a lot bigger. I'm also thinking in the spawns at least, we're going to place little bunkers so that way your spawn is easily defended from enemies. And I'm hoping that this map's gonna be fun to play. It'll obviously, if you're chilling in a trench right here, there's gonna be like a load of little lookout points so you can sort of peek up and deal some damage. Like I said, the shrubbery, I'm not too crazy about that. I kind of want to get rid of almost all the grass on the ground here and just make it like a barren waste field. Alright, well anyway, I think the next step in building this trench map is going to be, dare I say this, but it's going to be to destroy it. I know that sounds a little bit weird, but during this whole, battle and trenches and everything, we're going to make this look like an actual war ground. So that means we're going to have to throw a lot of grenades in a lot of different places. We're going to have to blow up, put holes everywhere, make little crevices and just destruction pretty much everywhere all around these trenches. I want this trench map to feel like it's actually been used, in sort of a real life battle. So it's going to be destroyed, all the trees are going to sort of be burnt down, and probably lots of the shrubbery is going to be gone as well. I did collect a whole lot of, it should be in my trench bag, right? Yeah, so I collected a whole lot of leaves, so that way if we want to grow back this shrubbery, we can. But for now, I think I'm just going to pretty much set fire to everything. Keep in mind, I think we are going to keep a lot of these wooden stumps. They sort of provide cover, at least for the most part. But just random shrubbery like this stuff, we're going to try to get rid of it. I also think it's going to be best if we get rid of grass. I don't know. It's going to be really difficult to tell. So essentially the look that we're going to be going for is something that looks like this. You can see there has pretty obviously been a battle going on over here. Some sort of tanks have blown up this bridge and just put a whole lot of holes in the ground and sort of made it look all used and blown up and destroyed. So that's what we're going to try to go for in this trench map. However, we want organized chaos. This is sort of just, yes, it has actually been destroyed. This isn't for looks, but we're going to try to make it for looks. So that means we're going to need very controlled and very, nice explosions that actually look pretty. And I'm not sure how many ways we can do that in flans mod. Okay, so I think I have found the solution to our explosives problem, which is pretty nice, because I am a huge fan of explosives and grenades and stuff like that. Also, if we're going to be fighting a war with only flans mod, we're going to need a whole lot of gunpowder and also a whole lot of other natural resources. So in this mod, we have these advanced miners and mekanism, and that pretty much covers all of our natural mining resources that we're gonna need to get. So that gets all of our iron and, redstone and gold and diamonds and everything. So we're good in that department, which is very helpful. But something that is extremely hard to get in this mod pack up until now has been gunpowder. Gunpowder is like that one resource where, honestly, I was just debating about building a sort of a gunpowder farm just for creepers, because we were just going to need so much gunpowder. But luckily, we have found a way to actually make gunpowder for free, which is amazing. So the way to go about this process is There are these crushing factories, and what you can do is actually just crush up cobblestone here. So we got ourselves 1 cobblestone. We're gonna go ahead and crush that up. That gives us gravel, you know, pretty common resource there. But then you can take the gravel, put it in a purifying factory, and then also take some oxygen. We'll put some oxygen in there, and then that oxygen purifies the gravel, and that gives you guys flint. Awesome, look at that flint. That is amazing flint. So what you can do with flint now is you can put a flint in a crushing factory, and like how it took the cobblestone and turned it into gravel, it's going to take the flint and just give you gunpowder. Look at this, we're about to get a whole nother gunpowder here from a flint. Is that amazing or what? I wish this was in normal Minecraft. I wish this was in normal Minecraft so much. How amazing would it be to just have unlimited TNT in Minecraft? But anyway, in this mod pack, we pretty much have unlimited cobblestone. Very easy resource to come by. We can just drop that in here, get a whole bunch of gravel, drop the gravel in here, get a whole bunch of flint, and then take the flint, drop the flint in here, get a whole bunch of gunpowder, which is awesome. But grenades and pretty much everything else, like all these types of guns that we were gonna make, were going to be a super pain to try to do that with just simply, you know, vanilla gunpowder, because that was going to be the only other way that we knew how to actually get it. Eventually we did find a way to actually make it out of coal, which is pretty cool, but this way you can literally make grenades out of cobblestone and just solar power, because all we need is our miner. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a whole bunch of these grenades, and I hope these are the correct grenades, but we have tons of grenades now, tons of explosives, and we're gonna go ahead and get working on that trench map. Let's go and destroy some battlefields. Hopefully these grenades do at least some damage to the environment. We could have just wasted a whole lot of resources. Oh wait, never mind. We have unlimited resources. We didn't waste anything. Well, we did waste some of our time, I suppose, but hopefully these grenades do at least a little bit of damage to the environment. Then again, they are grenades and they're meant for like actual damage to characters, so it might not leave too much of a hole on the ground, but we'll toss one. Oh look, they're very bouncy. Oh my gosh, that was perfect. That was perfect. Did you see how bouncy that was though? Uh-oh, there it goes. This one's gonna bounce super high. Here it comes. Oh wait, it didn't even hit the ground. Look at this. Oh, there it goes. We're throwing little bouncy balls all over the place. That's like the perfect size though. That's exactly what I wanted. We can just throw them all over the place. Pretty much making, I don't want it to be too destroyed, but definitely want some damage. And it'll definitely look cool if we can get some like next to the, oh, that one's not gonna, that spot's okay. I definitely want some like maybe right there. Yeah, land in that little crevice. Awesome, perfect. How's that gonna look? Oh yes, that looks cool. All right, this is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. Obviously we don't want it to be too destroyed, especially in no man's land. Don't want it to be too bumpy, but it definitely looks better than it did before if we add some like craters here and there. It looks like it's been used. Somebody's having battles here. I am planning on extending it over towards this area, so we'll just toss some grenades in there. Maybe we'll toss a grenade right there. I think. Did I even throw a grenade there? Okay, there it goes. But I'm thinking this is a pretty good start. The next step is obviously going to be to add in the mud, and then we're gonna have to add in, I don't want to make this whole thing mud, but we do want to add in a whole bunch of cool looking dirt. Like how does, oh, we can add in, what does this happy dirt look like? Does that look like happy dirt to you? Oh yeah, I see. There's all these smiley faces in there. Okay, this isn't a happy setting. Get out of here, happy dirt. You're not welcomed here. But we do want to make these trenches a lot slower, and perhaps we can even add in a bunch of this dirt in no man's land and sort of treat it like barbed wire. You know, it'll slow you down, and it'll just make you a lot slower. Also, maybe in the middle of these craters, like in the middle of here, this is where the dirt could be, because I'm thinking, like in real life, you know, where would the mud sort of attract to? And I guess it would attract, you know, kind of to the center of the hole and make it slow. Just little characteristics like that. And then keep in mind that we are still going to, oh my, look at how many grenades we made. we made way too many grenades, but we are still going to sort of add in some little fences and wire here and there. Maybe like that every so often. Yeah, I'm liking the look of this. It adds in, you know, just the little cautionary step. You sort of have to jump around it. And then these, you can even use them as cover if you really wanted to. We should build a couple structures. Ooh, you know, it'd be really fun. Maybe in the middle here, like to the side, we could build a couple houses. You know, it's obviously not too realistic, but it'd be fun to build some houses over here and sort of treat them like, hey, you can go inside these if you want, but we can also make them like blown up. But anyway, that is about all the time I have for today. I am so sorry for not posting episodes in very long. It has literally been way too long since my last Warism episode, so I'm going to make a promise to you all and start posting these weekly again, even if they're a little bit shorter. It's just going to be me working on fun little projects like this with the mod pack in mind. So we're going to be not only preparing for war, but also building just fun little things in modded Minecraft, because I think that's what you guys like to see. At least it's fun to build around and try to make little Minecraft maps. We built so many grenades, I would hate to see them go far away, so we're just, look at them, it's like little bouncy balls. You toss them in there, they just go boing boing. Oh, that's adorable. But we might as well make, I don't know, a little cave or something. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and please, in the comment section, tell me what we should, you know, what guns you want to see blown up, because now that we literally have unlimited ammunition, we can make an infinite amount of anything. So if we want to see, oh, I don't know, a bunch of RPGs getting shot somewhere, we're going to build a whole bunch of RPG bullets. We're definitely going to have a lot more fun with the weapons next episode. But now that we just made this, I set up this whole system of automatic gunpowder, and we already have automatic mining resources, so we are pretty much loaded on any sort of, you know, explosive device that we want to make. So definitely in the future, we are going to be building a whole lot of RPGs, a whole lot of just blowing stuff up. Maybe we'll even build a little area test course to just blow stuff up for fun. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys want to download the mod pack, that will be down there in the description. Be sure to check it out and play it for yourself. Other than that, my name's Crew, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode. Adios.